What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie and welcome to the channel Thiftonfire. Today's video is mostly going to be a what sold video. Also going to update you on the shed. I'm just kind of looking right now at the ground. I'll show you this in a minute. We've basically just got the ground dug up. I'm going to throw gravel down and get it ready for the shed to be delivered. That's still going to be a few weeks away. And I'm probably going to just let you know how my mini getaway vacation for my wife went. It was her birthday, so we got away. Got to go to some ballparks, had a good time. But let me show you so far what's going on with the shed. All right, when I was away, this all happened, but this got dug out. I haven't measured it yet. It's supposed to be, the shed is 20 by 12. Okay, I don't know that this is level. I haven't put anything down yet to figure out if this is actually level, but we're gonna be, I think, gravel or some sort of rock or stone down here. That's the plan. Get it all leveled up and leveled out and ready for the shed. I don't think you have to do this either. When I bought it, I said, what do you suggest I do for, the ground? Should I worry about it? He said, yeah, if you just set it on the ground, if it's uneven, everything will shift, the doors won't open. Not the end of the world, but at the same time, you kind of want to, I'm investing in this, so I'd like it to last as long as possible, and not get all twisted and whatever. So this is what I've decided to do. We got this all done. I'm just going to throw, like I said, gravel or whatever down, gravel, stone, rock. I'm not really sure. That's going to be the next part of this, obviously. And then we'll be ready for the shed, which is being built. Like I said before, it's going to take a bit. It's going to be, I think, 6 to 8 weeks roughly. It's already been a week and a half, maybe almost 2 weeks already. So I have to kind of get on this because I don't want it to be here and I haven't done it. That's obviously would be terrible. So yeah, other than that, let's go inside. I can start to tell you what sold over the weekend while we were away. Okay, so first off, before we left for our vacation, I cleared out all of my shipping. So I shipped everything Saturday, Sunday with Canada Post, mostly so I could drop it off at Canada Post. There was one item that I didn't because it was going to cost too much, so I waited to ship with Stallion Express. But I also moved all my handling time on eBay anyway to 4 days, which gave me enough time. I didn't have to ship anything until we left on the Sunday. I didn't have to ship it until the Thursday, although I did get most of it shipped Wednesday when we got home. Wednesday was just a travel day for us after the vacation. We went from Philadelphia all the way home to Ontario. We made one stop. Well, we stopped to eat lunch and stuff like that. We made a stop in Buffalo at Walmart to pick up some fun groceries, some snack food, stuff like that you can't get here in Canada. Yeah, and that's about it. It was just a drive day. And then when I got home, it was about 7 p.m. by the time we got home. It took me about an hour and a half to get all this stuff shipped out. I think there's roughly around 20 items. I didn't count them exactly. I just feel like it was around 20. First, we're gonna start with Depop though. So on Depop, I've got a little cheat sheet here. Looks like we sold a Detroit Red Wings jersey. Now this jersey, along with the next jersey you've seen, I just brought home from the antique booth. I just talked on the podcast with John about, basically taking the opportunity when it arises, okay? So like the NHL playoffs are happening right now, so I took the jerseys from the antique booth because there's more people to sell them to online. They hadn't sold there. I thought, hey, I need to get these listed while the playoffs are going and they'll probably sell. So Detroit Red Wings jersey sold for $57.60 USD. That's pretty awesome. And then we sold a Boston Bruins jersey. These both actually came from the same person, I think. I don't know if you guys remember me picking up some jerseys for $20 a jersey locally, but that's where these came from. And this one sold for $43.20. That's also USD. Now a Rancid t-shirt, I don't know if I shared it on the channel or not, but I shared it on Instagram. This Rancid t-shirt I picked up at the Goodwill bins for $4 and change, okay? I thought it was potentially older. I took it to my buddy who is really good with vintage stuff. He actually thought he wanted it, and after he looked at it, he's like, hey, this is old, but it's not 90s old. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know. I couldn't really tell. It looked old to me, but he showed me, I couldn't even tell you right now the things he showed me. So he basically told me it wasn't an original 90s t-shirt, but it was still probably a pretty nice Y2K, maybe late 90s t-shirt. The t-shirt itself is supposed to be from 1993, but it's probably a reprint late 90s, early 2000s. Still, I got $50.40 USD for that, so that's a pretty good sale too. I would have probably just kept it if it fit me, but it's too boxy, so I didn't want to keep it. He actually was going to buy it for me, or we were going to trade, and he basically, had to break my heart a little bit and tell me it wasn't what I thought it was, which is totally fine. This actually came from a wholesale buy. The next one, it's a Brazil kids shirt. I paid $5 for it and wound up selling it for $37.80 USD. All right, so on the Sunday morning, the first day was basically mostly traveling. We went from Ontario to Pittsburgh. because the very next day we were going to watch the Pittsburgh Pirates play the Angels. We were there rooting for the Angels, but really we didn't care who won. Honestly, we were there to see Mike Trout, who was injured. We did happen to go around the city a little bit that day too when we got there. It's about 5 hours for us, the drive. It was pretty cool. It was nice. We got to have a nice dinner out. We got to just walk around the city, and then we got a gorgeous view of the ballpark as we basically stayed about like 20 feet from the ballpark from our hotel. You could actually see PNC Field, which is really awesome, honestly. So that was day one of the vacation, but let's get into some more Poshmark sales. These are Poshmark.com. I have it over here in front of me, so if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at the prices. So the first thing they sold was a TNA tote bag. I picked this up at the Goodwill bins. This thing sold for $22 USD. Pretty happy about that. Then we got a pair of Kohans. You guys see me get all the Kohans. I think this was the last size 10. The only thing I have left now, I think, is I'm pretty sure I have like 4 or 5 pairs of size 9s, but all the rest of them are gone. So we've sold all of those. That's really exciting. These sold for $51 USD. Pretty happy about that. Next, we had a pair of, looks like Nike Dry Fit shorts. I remember picking these up at the bins as well. So not into that much money. They're super lightweight shorts. Definitely $1 or less, I would think, at the bins for this. $17 USD. Had to wait quite a while. I've had these in inventory for a while, but obviously we're getting into the nice weather. People are going to want shorts like this. Now these Keens, I'm pretty sure also came from the bins. They were here for a while before I listed them as well, so I got them clean, listed, and they sold pretty quickly, actually, for $28 USD. Now, Monday was game day, pre-game day. We kind of had just a quiet morning. It was nice. We relaxed after traveling. And then we did a very nice lunch. I think it was called Burgertory. These hamburgers were amazing. And then after that, we did a ballpark tour. This started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We got to do a tour of the stadium. We actually got to go while they're warming up. We hollered over Adam Simber. I don't know how many people remember Adam Simber. He was the sidearm pitcher for the Jays for the last couple of years. He's actually an Angel now, and we were watching him because he didn't have a jersey on. He just had a practice shirt on. And then finally, I think Amanda clicked in. She's like, I'm pretty sure that's Adam Simber. And I'm like, it could be. We looked up. He was on the active roster. We kind of hollered at him, or she hollered at him. He came over, signed a ball. We talked a bit. I was actually wearing a jersey, the Cleveland Indians jersey, the Ricky Vaughn jersey, so the Wild Thing jersey, and she had on the Blue Jays Polar jersey, and he said, hey, been there, and he has. He's been at Cleveland, he's been in Cleveland, he's been in Toronto, he's been around a little bit. So it's cool meeting him, cool to get his autograph, he's a nice guy. We also did holler at Kevin Pillar a little bit, trying to get his attention for a toss-up, but you know, it's kind of a loud area, so I'm pretty sure he didn't hear us or was just ignoring us, I don't know. But it was a lot of fun, we had a great time. The Angels lost. We were rooting for the Angels, but I don't think we really cared who won. We got to see a grand slam. That was cool. It was just a fun day at the ballpark. We obviously both love ballparks. But in the meantime, this is what sold on Poshmark.ca. Okay, so we're going to start with a pair of Vans. These came from the Goodwill bins. I've had them for a while. There's nothing special about them. They sold for $16. I'm not into them much. I'm probably making around $10-ish on them. I like to sell stuff like this. I thought this would be more popular. I think it's a cool style, but it took a long time to sell, so clearly I'm the only one who thinks it's really cool, and this other person here. A pair of Tommy Hilfiger jeans. These are a pair of women's distressed jeans. I think they sold for $18 Canadian on Poshmark. Another pair of jeans, 501s. I haven't been listing many jeans, so the jeans I've had just in inventory are selling now. The 501s, button flies, they sold for $22. Not a lot of money, but again, from the Goodwill bins. This Blue Jays hat, this actually I did buy at the bins by itself, so it wasn't part of the big hat buy or anything. I got $18 for this one. Not terrible. Pair of, Levi's, but it's not jeans, it's a shirt. It's like a plaid long sleeve shirt. Looks like I got $24 on Poshmark for that one. And then finally, a pair of Sauconys. I think I picked these ones up recently, and they sold for $28 here on Poshmark. So now on the Tuesday, we woke up early and we traveled all the way to Philadelphia, which from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia is another 5 hours, leaving us about 8 hours from home when we do finally decide to go home. Okay, so travel day, we had just kind of a nice morning. We stopped, had some lunch. We got to the hotel. They did give us our room early. We got there at noon and they actually let us into the room. So we had a room. We thought, hey, we'll travel down to the ballparks. We walked around the ballparks, but it is not like downtown. There's like the baseball stadium is there, the football stadium, the hockey stadium / basketball stadium's there, but there's nothing to do. So we actually wound up going uptown, taking an Uber after we walked around the stadium, went to the team shop because it was way too early and there was no tour. So we went to this place, I think it's like Chicky Pete's. I'll throw it up on the screen because it might not be that, but it was something like that. It's sort of like a seafood kind of place. They had these French fries that had like they were called Krabby fries or something. It's just like that powder that is almost like Old Bay or whatever. I don't even know if that's right, but I'll try to throw up on the screen what I'm talking about anyway. They were pretty interesting. It was a big thing there. I guess people in that area, that's just sort of like a big thing. And actually in Pittsburgh, it was one of the foods you could get there too. So maybe it's just a Pennsylvania thing. I'm not sure. The game itself was pretty forgettable for me. The only really great thing that happened is the Jays got blown out. Schneider got kicked out of the game. Bryce Harper hit a grand slam. Okay, so that was kind of, even though it wasn't the Blue Jays, that was kind of fun. There was also a huge group of people there for David Schneider, and then somebody was handing out these cards. They're all cards from the last few years. I should actually go grab it, honestly, but there's a David Schneider rookie in there and a one of the fake autos in there, a whole bunch of Jays cards. I don't know why this particular Phillies fan was handing out these groups of Jays tickets. They were like all, like I said, baseball cards. I thought that was super nice. But let's talk about what had sold, because like I said, that game, sort of forgettable, but the ballpark, it's a beautiful ballpark, and the experience, awesome. Even with the loss, I'm still happy we went, and you know, obviously you want to win, but you know, experience the ballpark was probably number one there. So first thing, these suede pants, I'm gonna throw up on screen. It's like Scott's suede pants. It's like a washable leather. I'm not even sure it's Scoots, Scott's, whatever it is. They sold for $49. Now I got these from a friend at the bins they were throwing stuff back, and I'm like, hey, let me see what you got there. This was one of the things I grabbed. I grabbed another pair of LL Beam pants. She's the Pink Millennial, I think, on Instagram, and her husband, Derek, great people. Yeah, so I got these from them. They threw them back. They didn't want them. She said I should put I think Grandpa core, because they're like old men's style jeans. The corduroys I got. These ones aren't. They're obviously women's. But yeah, $49. I thought that was a pretty good sale. These ones though went to Saskatchewan. So when I'm gonna go ship these through eBay before I left, I couldn't ship them. I was still within my shipping time. I was just trying to clear the deck so I could ship everything, and only had from Sunday to when we got back to ship. These got purchased, I think, on the Friday, and I had to wait. I did message the person too and just say, hey, like, I'm not gonna be able to get these out. They didn't respond. I wound up shipping them way cheaper with Stallion Express when I got back. That worked out just fine. Next, I'm gonna scroll up. I've already sold this stuff, so no point in going over this stuff right here. But it looks like I sold Toronto Blue Jays hat. It's the 50-50 hat, half black, half blue. It sold for, it looks like $38 plus shipping. Pretty happy with this one. I think I picked this up in a wholesale buy. Don't remember for sure. I don't think it was part of the big hat buy. I could be wrong, but it is a really cool hat. If it fit me, I would keep these ones. These came from the Goodwill bins. They're a pair of Wrangler camo pants. Okay, so these ones probably came from a discount type store, something like that. If you're in the same area as me, maybe like a Giant Tiger or something like that. They are Wrangler, but they're kind of like the lower end ones for sure. $21 plus shipping on these ones. They are new with tags. That's just what they're going for. They're not super desirable. We also sold a hockey jersey, a Pittsburgh Penguins jersey here. This is a kid's size, large XL. It's used, it's got some flaws. I accepted a $20 offer. It's got some snags and stuff on it. I didn't think it was gonna be super valuable. It's another one that I pulled from the booth. This is one I could have left there, but decided to pull it anyway. And the last thing was a DVD box set. This was War of the Worlds. I didn't know much about this at all. I picked it up at the bins. I thought, hey, war stuff does pretty good. DVD sets. What is it? The World at War, maybe it's called. Forgot to turn off my notifications here while filming. Sorry about that. Yeah, $54. Goodwill bins, fine. Pretty happy with that. That was all the stuff that sold for me on eBay. So it was nice to get my shipping all caught up after the vacation. I did ship a bunch of stuff before we went, which I didn't film. I was gonna film a what sold video last week, but you know, I told you guys about Leo, our cat, passing away. I just didn't really feel like it. I'm sure you can understand. I went to go film and I'm like, you know what? I just needed the time, so I didn't film. I just shipped last week. Hopefully you guys got to see the yard sale video that I did post as well. I edited it while we were in in Pittsburgh in the morning. So I got up, edited the garage sale video, had to do a little outro clip in the hallway just to get it like finished. Got that one up, so was very happy. Garage sale season, I'm actually going to be going out this weekend. The week sort of flew by. Obviously, we were away Sunday through Wednesday. We got back Wednesday night, and it's already going to be, when you're watching this, it'll probably be Saturday and I'll be out yard sailing. But when I'm filming this, it's Friday, so everything's went by so quickly. I went to London, I did some sourcing. I've got so much stuff. I was listing stuff this morning. It's just been a whirlwind. I'm just kind of waiting to get back into the pocket of normal again. That's kind of going to be nice because it's been very, very busy and hectic and a lot of things going on. Mostly good, some bad, but yeah, mostly good. If you guys do like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content, and we will see you soon.